Well, I think the conceptualization of the film started with a conversation between Dada, Mr. Anurag Basu, and Ranbir. It was an idea which they were discussing where they wanted to make this this kind of, you know, not child, but like teenage prodigy detective, kind of like a Sherlock Holmes meets Tintin meets a lot of other Byomkish Bakshi meets kind of all these interesting kind of characters we've seen. Dada kind of took that idea, went away and came up with this amazing world which was called Jagga Jasoos, this character called Jagga. I think during the process of that, he kind of, I mean, Shruti is not his Watson, but I think in a way there's a kind of a germ of that in terms of that they do team up at some point in the movie and go on this
Say if he's Batman, Shruti is Robin.
Yeah. Or, I mean, actually nowadays, you know, there's this new version, which I don't know if you've seen, they've made of Sherlock where Watson is a woman. It's elementary, yeah, that's right. So, in my mind, I'm his Watson. I don't know if Dada agrees. But it's an amazing world. It's a film which, according to me, can have universal appeal. It's a film which kind of cuts across all ages and an amazing, unique vision, and I think something we're really proud of.
So, you know, I was prepared to work with a director like Anurag Basu because I know his method. You know, I knew how he works, how he operates, how he shoots a film, and how much work he does for the actors. You know, he really does our work. But having said that, you know, yeah, we go through this entire process of thinking, yeah, it's been so hard and, you know, it's been so difficult and it requires so much patience, we're frustrated. But the thing is, once you see the end product, you forget all of that. Because, you know, that's what matters, is what you put up on screen. And when I saw the film, I just forgot about every frustrating moment I've had on this film, you know, because I think it's such a heartfelt movie, and more than us, I think the director Anurag Basu, you know, he really deserves success for this film because he's given his life. He's given 3.5 years, dedicated. He was persistent. He was passionate, and he didn't budge. You know, he just wanted to tell the story, and he wanted to tell it in the best way possible. Best moments, I think, just making us do stuff like flying a 2-seater plane, riding ostriches, you know, elephants around us, cheetahs, lions. What else? What else have you done?
I think the
running on trains.
Yeah, the best moments were the situations he created. I think Dada created in the film.
Yeah, and the difficult were also the same situations because they were so new, you know. And how do you have no reference to it, and there was so much of computer graphics involved also, you know. And as actors, you also have to kind of imagine that world. You know, it's half is real, half is CG. So it was difficult, but like I said, you know, Anurag Basu is the kind of director who does a lot of work for you. You know, he takes a lot of responsibility on his shoulder, and he just does it with his camera, his music, his treatment. All we have to do is, you know, look pretty and show up.
Well, the look was of my character Shruti was, of course, something we worked on together with Dada. But you know, I think Dada wanted. She's an ordinary person. There's no reason why she should be made up or look like she's done her hair. If you are traveling through Africa and you don't really have any money or anything like that, yes, of course, as a girl you may tie your hair in a ponytail, but you're not going to be putting on makeup and some lipstick and blow drying your hair. So it had to look real and it had to look believable. For me, I think the best characters are the ones that don't have too much trappings like that, because once you start getting into the trappings of trying to look good all the time and the glamour of the hair and makeup and costumes, I think that in a way it kind of restricts you. You know, I feel a little restricted. My movements become a little restricted. The way I behave is a little restrictive, unless it's maybe a song or something like that. So for me, I felt a lot of freedom in this film. I didn't feel under pressure to look any way or be any way.
Absolutely. You know, Dada had a very simple philosophy. He wanted to make a look for Jagga which could be like a superhero look for children. You know, something which was very peculiar, very quirky, not, you know, trying to be a hero. You know, even the hairstyle has logic behind it. You know, the father gives him this hairstyle before he disappears. So that's why he maintains this hairstyle. He's really an unbelievable genius of a brain. He's got a beautiful heart. And he's from small town India, you know, somewhere, a place called Ukhrul. So nothing was glamorized. You know, what was glamorized was probably the situations. but I think the characters and his characters usually in films are very real, you know, so they also dressed very real. You don't see like many costume changes in songs and stuff. You'll probably see like 6 or 7 costumes maximum for the entire film.
The entire film, yeah.
And that gives it a lot of authenticity, you know, even though like some situations could be fantastical, but his logic for everything is very real. You know, he keeps it real so that the audience, there's not a very big disconnect, you know, even though it could be a new place, but they have a sense of time and they have a sense of who these people are. Mine would probably be from India, Mr. India. I'm a big Mr. India fan. And abroad would probably be,
Deadpool. I love him.
He's not really a superhero, no?
I love him.
He's a superhero.
I just love him.
Yeah, I would probably...
I can watch that movie on repeat all day long. I love people who have that ability to have a sense of humor in the most dire, diabolic, life-threatening, miserable, heartbreaking situations. I think it's the best thing you can do. If bad is going to happen to you, you freaking out about it's not going to do anything. Imagine having the ability to always find it funny. I think it's just the greatest film ever made.
Hi guys, this is Ranbir Kapoor.
And I'm Katrina Kaif.
And you're watching us on
Book My Show.